don't understand where we're going.
I don't know who Savi is and what it's booked for, but okay, I guess I won't walk this way.
Oh, you're talking about this? Words. I don't even know what words they are. No idea. Oh, this is the worst review of a land ever. But honestly, if you're not a Star Wars person, like, you can relate because I did not know what was going on. Hello, Mouseketeers! I think I'm gonna do a different intro. Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I am fresh off the Millennium Falcon, and I need to share my experience at Star Wars Land with you because I'm pretty sure you've probably watched videos of Star Wars nerds and, you know, not like a bad nerd, like good nerds, but like Star Wars fanatics who like know what they're talking about. That's not this video. This video is a regular old gal who's seen the movies but has no idea really what anything is. So if you want an unbiased view of the Star Wars land that just opened at Disneyland, keep watching. Hey, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hey, I'm Dees and I just got back from Galaxy's Edge and I need to talk about it because I do not even know where to begin. First of all, I'll give you some tips when you're going. So if you're going this month, that means you've probably made a reservation. If you made a reservation, you have a 4-hour window. And what you do is you go to the Star Wars launch bay in Tomorrowland. And there you will be greeted by people. You will need to show your QR code, which is on your phone, that was emailed to you. You'll show that to them with an ID, have everyone in your party ready. They will give you a wristband. And the wristband will have a scan code. You'll have to get that activated in the launch bay and it'll have your name and all that jazz on there. Mine was from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. today and they tell you where your entrance point was. So mine was at the Hungry Bear restaurant and we walk in that way. Okay, so let's talk about it. I knew nothing about the land, nothing really at all other than my cat is sprinting around. I'm so sorry. I knew nothing about the land. I knew nothing going in. I wanted to be surprised, but like honestly, being like not a Star Wars person, like, you know, fanatic, I love Star Wars. Like I watch all the movies. I'm in love with Kylo Ren. I don't know what to tell you. But being a not Star Wars person, I should have done research and should have figured things out. I took tips from people, but they didn't help. From 11 to 12, there's an overlap because the 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. people are there. And then the 11 to 3 people there. Okay, hold on a second. There's a lady in my apartment complex who screams horrible, horrific, like awful things out her window at all hours of the day. I mean, she's clearly mentally disturbed. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you about it. If you want a story time on that, sure, I'll tell you. I mean, I don't even know what this channel is anymore. I'm just kind of being myself and I like that. Anyways, if you want to see a story time on my psycho neighbor, hit me up. I got some videos and stories because it's quite a nuisance. Anyways, okay, I had to shut the window because she's yelling and she's gonna say some bad words and I can't anymore. I can't. From 11 to 12, there are 2 different groups there, so it's really, really crowded. And they were warned me about that, but I'm actually really glad we showed up late. And 2, it did prevent us from being able to do some of the stuff. So here are my big tips. Just going there. 1, you don't have to be there on time, but if you do want to do the droids, the lightsabers, or the cantina, you got to show up right away. And sometimes you have to put your name on a waiting list. Sometimes you just wait in line. So when we went to go to the cantina, they said the waiting list is already full. It's a 3-hour long wait and it's noon and so you guys won't be able to go because you have to leave at 3. And I was like, oh, okay. No one told me that there was a waiting list. They just told us that the line would die down. So I think sometimes there's a line and sometimes there's a waiting list. So if you want to do the droid making, the lightsaber, or the cantina, you show up early and either put your name on a waiting list, ask the cast members, and they'll tell you what to do. My second tip is that the line for the ride is going to be very long when you first get there, but it dies down. Honestly, from 1 to 3, it was 20 minutes. But when we were there between 11 and 12, it was an hour-long wait. So we waited an hour because we didn't know what else to do. I'll get there in a second. But it will go down, so like chill. Everyone's gonna be really pumped about the ride. It's great. It's a fantastic ride. You should definitely do it. You should do it multiple times. But later on into your window will be very less crowded and then it will be much more peaceful. All right, so let's talk about the land. 1, insanely immersive, insane. You do not feel like you're in Disneyland. People say that about lands all the time, but I am really serious with this one. You do not. One thing is that I had no idea where I was going. Erin and I were so lost. My coworker who went with me, if you watch my vlogs, she's in them sometimes. We didn't know where to go. I was just trying to walk in a direction and this guy goes,
"Do you have an appointment with Savi?"
And we were like,
I don't think so, no?
and he was like,
"Oh, well, I'm sorry. Savi is booked for the rest of the day." And
I was like,
I don't know who Savi is and what it's for, but okay, I guess I won't walk this way.
Like, I didn't even know I was walking into an establishment. And then we like walked back. Like we were like, what's that line for? They were like, the soda. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. We don't know where anything is. The best part is that the cast members are in character. But the worst part is that they're not speaking our language. They use different words and it's very confusing. And I didn't understand. We asked where the ride was to one of the girls and she was like, what ride? And I thought that this girl was like, I was like, how are you working here? There's a ride. There's one ride. There's two rides. One's open. And I straight up thought this woman who worked there didn't know what she was talking about. And I'm like pretty savvy and can figure things out. And I'm like a Disney freak. So I figured like, it's not going to be that hard. It was hard. So we didn't know where the ride was. And then she was like, are you talking about Hondor? A word. I don't know. I want to say Hodor, but it wasn't, whatever. So we were like, I don't know. She goes, are you going to try to smuggle things? And we're like, yeah, I think you smuggle. Yeah. I was like, I think it's the Millennium Falcon. And she goes, oh, well, the Millennium Falcon is right there. I think if you go in that direction, you'll probably find where you're going. And I was like, okay. And then Erin was like, she's in character. It's not a ride. It's just her life. This is her planet. And I was like, oh my God, but I still don't understand where we're going. We did find the ride. It was fantastic. Totally worth the wait. And honestly, we waited like 45 minutes, but it was so cool and really interactive and it doesn't feel like a ride. It feels like you are experiencing something. Like you are getting on the Millennium Falcon or you're getting on a ship and you're flying it. It's like nothing that Disney's done before. And even the way you get on the ride, and once you get to the pre-show to the ride, it's a completely immersive, different experience. You are interacting with people. You are not waiting in lines anymore. You are being showed what you're doing. So I'll do another video on the ride. I took footage of the whole thing. It's really something else. It's crazy. You got to do it. Okay, so there's that. The food is delicious. I had this really good wrap. It was a pork wrap. It's called the Ronto wrap, I think. That's in the marketplace. The marketplace is bustling, so fun. And then we also went into the food area, which again, I don't know what anything's called. Like I should get my map right now. But we were just wandering, to be honest. Got food. Erin got the falafel kind of thing. Everything has like a different name. And it was really funny because also when you're paying for things, they tell you that things are this many credits. Like I asked about a creature and they said, oh, it's 75 credits. And I was like, what's the exchange rate? Like, I assume credits are the currency here on this planet. And he was like, oh, it's 1-to-1. I said, okay. So I'm like, okay, it's 70 something dollars. Got it. And I bought something. The porg in the room is right here. I love him. Let's talk about him. So I went and bought him. We actually met these awesome guys who I'll insert a clip here. They were so funny. He's so cute.
Yeah, the little guy. Careful.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Hi, honey.
Hey, put this away.
Oh, it's cute. This is kind of scary.
These are little wombats.
Wombat. Okay.
He's cute. This is
And do
the guy.
these guys move? Like,
Yeah.
what is it? Is it alive? Oh.
It is alive.
It's alive. Okay. So it's a live creature.
What's its name? Monkeys. Lizard monkeys.
Oh, okay.
How much are they?
70 credits. 70
Ooh, that's a lot.
70 credits and all.
70 credits.
Is it? What's the exchange rate?
He likes fuzzy ears. Sits right there on your shoulder.
What's this? What's this one?
Ideal wingman for the cantina.
Oh,
So you get any Wookiee your heart
he's
desires.
kind of cool.
Oh, any Wookiee my heart desires.
Oh.
Ideal wingman. They vary.
Oh!
He likes you guys.
Oh.
Maybe a little too much.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Put them on your back.
What do you do? Yeah, like does that come around with you too?
Oh, you can put them on your back. Watch.
Yeah.
So try on your back.
Ooh, nice. Hey, that's a handy creature.
He dances and he gives you a back massage.
Freaks me out. That's freaking me out. He's horrifying. It's not, no offense. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, at least he'll see eye to eye to you with no matter what the situation.
Oh, okay.
Now this guy's
That's okay.
Oh,
Come here, little buddy.
that one's cute.
He's cute. Is he barking? Oh my god.
My my dog would love him.
See this one?
Ew.
He's such a pig. He always
Yeah.
wants to kiss on the first date.
Ew, yeah. With tongue. Ew. Ew. I like this one. What's that?
Oh, is this a bit?
That's two-back.
Wantos.
He's slimy.
So he's a biter though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like that. Where did they, what store they hit?
Trick has got to put him just right.
Oh, he's cute though. I like that one.
Oh, you meant the two-back.
You too. Two back, because that's his name?
Damn.
All around.
Now, as an off-worlder once said, if you like it, you should put a ring on it. So this one is also a ring that also detaches as well.
No. For real?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
This piece right here goes on
your finger.
You can add him on, and you can move his wings.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that one's... This one...
I'll hand him off to you.
Thank you.
Care of him.
I will. Oh, thank you for showing me all of them.
Thank you. Look at here.
So I wanted a porg. I love porgs. They hate porgs. Everyone does. We know that. They're a nuisance. You eat them. I get it. But I saved this one. I adopted this one. And he's very thankful. I can't. I love him. Anyways, so I adopted him. And when I went to pay for him, they were like, do you have credit with us? Do you have credentials? And I was like, I think they're asking for my annual pass, but I'm not sure. So I was like, is this a credential? And they're like, oh, that'll do. That'll work. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I really felt like I was in a foreign place. It's as if you're going to a foreign country and you're trying to process what you know and what you normally do in your life and what's different here. And like, I can't. So Erin witnessed this really funny exchange between the cashier and someone when she was getting her food. And I guess this lady, because Erin had said like people are going to be really confused like with this whole character thing. Like it's going to cause probably some issues. And right after she said that, she said, okay, if that does that in the middle of the night, I'm going to lose it. I will cry and scream and run out of my apartment. Okay, that was really scary. Anyways, she said that the customer was like, no one understands what you're saying. There are some people here that don't know what you're asking me for, because I guess they were like asking for the money and like something about the receipt, something in this exchange of money for food. The words they were using weren't like, can I see your credit card? Swipe your credit card or something like that. And she just freaking lost it. She was mad. Like she was angry that she did not understand what was going on and they weren't speaking English to her, which is really funny. Another funny exchange was with the PhotoPass photographer. PhotoPass photographer was like, are you from Earth? And we were like, yeah, we're from Earth. And she said, oh, I'm never going to Earth. I hear it's not a great planet. We're like, oh, really? Why? She goes, apparently they worship a rodent. Do you worship a rodent? And I got that one right away. Erin looked really confused. She was like, yeah, like try to be polite. And I was like, no, yeah, oh, I worship that rodent. And she was like, what? So I pulled out my key card to my room and I was like pointed to Mickey Mouse. And she was like, oh, yeah, we do worship a rodent. And she was like, yeah, I will never go there. I kind of thought it was going to be like political about Trump. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. But it was very, very, very well done. Super funny. Okay, what else? The blue milk. Not great. Didn't love it. Did drink it. I mean, it's sweet. It tastes like a candy, kind of jelly-y. And I love boba and stuff like that. But it was just like really strange. Very cold. But novelty, gotta do it, gotta take a picture. Cool, cool, cool. Took some pictures in front of the Millennium Falcon, the antiquities store we ended up going in. It was cool. We didn't buy anything, waited in line to get in there, did that. The droids people were making and the lightsabers people were making looked really cool. The merchandise is really like a whole different thing. Also, there were no tags on things. So like there was no tag on this. So it's a completely different world. It's completely immersive. So strange. Love it. But honestly, someone who did no research, knew nothing about it and wanted to be surprised, that I pretty much looked like this the whole time. And like this. And like this. honestly, everyone should go to Star Wars Land. Do not expect to know what's going on and enjoy it. The whole point of the land is that it's a place where no one's been to in Star Wars like universe. So it's supposed to be like everyone's learning together, but I just feel like I definitely was on a different page as everyone else because there were like times where I literally was just standing there looking around, not knowing what direction anything was in or what anything was because everything is like nothing. It's not like sign that says store. Like, I don't know what this line is for. They could be lined up for soda. They could be lined up to meet Chewbacca. They could be lined up for a show. They could be lined up for a ride. Literally no idea. It's just a building. I hope that this was helpful in some way, but it was amazing. It was so fun and get out there. So if you have reservations, I definitely would, if you're in that middle reservation like me, that overlap time, don't worry about the lines, but if you are going to do the droids, the lightsabers, get there early, the cantina, get there early, either go to it, put your name on a wait list or something, they'll tell you time to come back. But overall, enjoy it, have fun. I enjoyed taking pictures and walking around, and the ride is amazing. Well, this was a weird video, but I hope you can relate to honest review of Star Wars Land, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye! Dee's is extra magic moments. Dee's is extra magic moments.